Have you ever been so sure about something, only for someone to convince you that you're wrong, that you imagined it, or that you're overreacting? That creeping doubt in your own memory or feelings, that's not just a misunderstanding. That is gaslighting, one of the most dangerous psychological tactics out there. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where someone plants seeds of doubt in your mind, making you question your memory, your perception, even your sanity. It often starts small: you're too sensitive, or that never happened, but over time, it escalates until you don't trust your own reality. The term comes from a 1944 movie called Gaslight, where a husband manipulates his wife by dimming the lights in their house and denying it, making her believe she's losing her mind. Gaslighting is powerful because it attacks your most basic sense of truth. Humans rely on memory and perception to survive, and when those are constantly questioned, we become disoriented. The gaslighter then becomes your anchor, the one who tells you what's real and what's not. And once they control your reality, they control yourself. Psychologically, it taps into human fears. The fear of being wrong and the fear of being abandoned. When someone you love or trust tells you you're crazy, you may doubt yourself instead of doubting them, because losing them feels scarier than losing yourself. Gaslighting doesn't just confuse you, it erodes your identity. Victims often feel anxious, insecure, and unable to make even the smallest decisions. Over time, you lose confidence, your sense of worth shrinks, and you begin to live in a reality shaped entirely by someone else. This is why gaslighting is so dangerous. It doesn't leave bruises, but it leaves deep psychological scars. Think of a partner who constantly denies cheating despite evidence, saying, "You're imagining things," or a parent telling their child, "You're overreacting, that didn't hurt," when the child is clearly upset. Even at work, a toxic boss may gaslight you with lines like, "I never said that," when they clearly did. In each case, the victim begins to question their own memory. And the more it happens, the more control the manipulator gains. Here are some red flags. You constantly second-guess yourself. You apologize all the time, even when you didn't do anything wrong. You feel like you can't do anything right. You often wonder, "Am I crazy?" You feel isolated because no one else seems to understand what you're going through. If this sounds familiar, it's not just in your head. Why people gaslight? Gaslighters do it for control. Narcissists, toxic partners, even manipulative bosses use gaslighting to keep you dependent on them. By destabilizing your sense of reality, they make sure you don't fight back, you don't leave, and you don't trust anyone else. Then how to get out of gaslighting? Escaping gaslighting starts with awareness. The moment you realize, wait, this isn't about me being crazy, this is manipulation, you take the first step toward freedom. Here are some strategies. First, keep evidence, write down conversations, save messages. This helps ground you in reality. Second, set boundaries. When someone tries to twist your words, calmly say, "That's not what I remember, and I'm not going to argue about it." Freely seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist. People who can remind you what's real. Walk away if necessary. Sometimes the healthiest option is to remove yourself from the toxic relationship. Gaslighting may be silent, but its damage is loud. It steals your confidence, your trust, and even your sense of self. But remember this, questioning your reality doesn't mean you're weak. It means someone else is trying to rewrite your truth, and the moment you reclaim your truth, the gaslighter loses all their power. If this video helped you understand gaslighting, share it with someone who needs to hear this. And for more deep dives into dark psychology and human behavior, don't forget to subscribe.